Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to the Sinking City. And as you can see, our Detective Reed is looking quite nice in his gangster suit, which very much fits the situation that he's in because he has been framed for murder. We found Johannes killed inside his theater, and Reed was framed for that murder. And fortunately, our friendship with Graham Carpenter got us out on bail, but now we've got to try and clear our name. And all roads currently lead to a Milton Pierce, who's here on Museum Avenue. So let's see if we can find his office and have a little chat with him and see what exactly is going on here. Looks like a wall we could have climbed. Oh, there we go. Apartment of Milton Pierce. And there's blood. Milton Pierce for mayor.
This guy sure had some blood on his hands. Literally.
Wow. Old school Rome. Let's go ahead and go with the pistol. If we need to use our new machine gun, we will.
He must be taking his election campaign very seriously.
Milton, my earnest friend. It's been a while since we last met, and I wish to remind you that my door is always open for you to pay me a visit. How about we finally hold that seance we've been talking about for so long? I expect to see you at the Crown Theater soon. Warmly yours, Johansson. So Milton was the one getting the seance done to him?
Is he planning to become the Prince of Oakmont, or is this just some light reading?
My fellow Oakmonters, from this day forward a new vision will guide our city. From this day forward it will be Oakmont first. Every decision made on trade, on fishery, on newcomers and Innsmouthers will be made to benefit the people of Oakmont. We must protect the boundaries of our city from both outsiders and the forces of nature. Let's make Oakmont great again. Moga. New candidate for mayor. While Milton Pierce may not yet be a fully fledged member of the Oakmont legislature, he has already proven his fitness for the role during his election campaign, not only in word but also in deed. First, Mr. Pierce has prepared and put into operation a new water supply project for Oakmont. He is also actively engaged in greening of the city, planting trees in suburban areas, and proposing new park spaces for recreation and community events. Second, his campaign promises seem to have struck a chord with the public. Most notably, Pierce has advocated for the construction of a wall around Oakmont to prevent the influx of newcomers. Is it just hyperbole, or could Pierce really do it? We'll find out if, or when, he wins the election.
Emptier than a banker's heart.
Feels bad, man.
Someone got changed here in a hurry.
Okay, we'll check that here in a second. Letter from Throgmorton. Dear Mr. Pierce, despite all the differences we might have had in the past, I can't help but admit that today I see you as one of the most promising candidates for mayor. Oakmont needs a strong hand, which you surely can support. Don't expect any financial support from my side. I believe one running for mayor should possess the requisite financial means, but otherwise you'll have my full assistance. Respectfully, Robert Throgmorton. Ooh. That knife looks familiar.
The shape is familiar. I've seen similar daggers before.
Mr. Pierce, on behalf of our community, I want to express a huge gratitude for everything you do for us. Very few of the stakeholders here show compassion to the Innsmouth descendants, and you are a rare exception. Please accept this dagger as a sign of our friendship, and proof that while we maintain this connection, no one from our side will dare to harm you. Yours, Anna Cavendish. So we have a letter from Throgmorton and a letter from the EOD basically praising this guy. So is he playing all the sides against each other? Like a consummate politician?
They definitely kept some dirty clothes here. You can see the blood splatter.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me.
Okay.
Where's my dang tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Oh, there's another one. Where's the...
Time to figure this out.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me.
He comes in. He drinks. Maybe...
Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs? Where's my dang tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves.
Alright.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's... where's my dang... Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Milton Pierce came home covered in blood. He ordered his butler to take his clothes downstairs and went to meet voters at City Hall.
Okay, key evidence is collected. But now I want to go check the laundry. If they'd even let us.
Based on past experience, leaving it here was not the best idea. The smell of blood can attract all sorts of unwanted visitors.
Well, now that you've said that... Oh, okay. Well, let's get out of here before they show up. Hey, Lilani. So, to City Hall we go? Yes, indeed. So, we will turn right, and then left, and then straight down.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
I'm curious about this bridge. Oh. Well, that's handy. I think that's the first bridge we've crossed in this game. The Silent Hill fog, though. It's setting the tone. I wonder how Milton's going to react when we confront him.
bothering me, newcomer.
Alright, so when we saw this guy originally in the visions, we thought this may have been Throgmorton's son, but no. Like, the Sideburn game is on point, but other than that...
Good day, Mr. Pierce. Bet you didn't expect to see me.
How are you here? You should be in jail.
I have good friends who bailed me out. I just want to talk.
Well, okay, if you wish.
You saw the real killer. Tell me who it was.
Want to know what I saw? I saw a bloody newcomer rush in, murder Johannes, and stroll out like it was no big deal.
You're certain it was a newcomer. How can you be so sure?
Trust me, Oakmoners know a newcomer when they see one. We locals can tell.
You know I didn't do it.
Quite the opposite, Reed. I saw your face. Or are you going to claim it wasn't yours?
So, where we may have a situation here that very much like Brutus Carpenter had a doppelganger made of him, someone made a doppelganger of Reed.
Why did you claim I did it?
Excuse me? Why wouldn't I? A friend of mine was killed. Why should I let that go?
You seem like a rational man, Pierce. Can't we come to an arrangement?
Are you attempting to bribe a politician, Mr. Reed? What makes you think I'd accept such an offer?
I'm sorry. I must be thinking of a different Milton Pierce.
But let me tell you, my beloved mother is so old and so rich. I'll miss her dearly when she's gone.
Well, that's a non sequitur.
Mr. Reed, how do I put this? I find my campaign hamstrung by a distinct lack of resources.
So it's about the money after all.
I fear that all the budget pressures are affecting my cognition. If the situation were improved, perhaps I'd see things more clearly. For instance, I might suddenly realize I'd mistaken you for someone else. You could even remind me of whom.
Whew!
How could you propose such a thing? Against your own mother, no less. You're a heartless monster. I won't do it.
Don't get emotional, Reed. Go for a walk, breathe the salty air, then picture your execution. Perhaps with some perspective, you'll reconsider.
I doubt it.
Whatever you say, sir. I'll just leave you this bottle and her address anyway. And Reed, don't come back here after. People shouldn't see me with you.
Good God almighty. A bottle of strychnine? Okay, let's look at the Mind Palace. Bloodied clothes. We still got some more stuff. I don't think we can kill him. The only deduction we have so far is the bloodied clothes. But we need more to accuse him. But we've seen the kind of person he is, like, right off the bat. Enough strychnine to kill an adult human with plenty of spare. I can use it to poison Agatha Pierce if I just put in some kind of food or drink. Milton Pierce, the murder witness from Vanderburg's Manor, told the police I did it. He wants to get rid of his mother to claim his inheritance. If I kill her, he'll recant his statement against me. He gave me a bottle of poison to do it, and he told me not to return to him when I'm done to avoid being seen together. If Milton Pierce is correct, the man who shot Vanderburg is a newcomer. I learned that he married recently and was forced to commit the crime out of fear for his family. There should be a marriage license somewhere that may help me find him. Oh, okay. Well. Legal documents. After the flood. Newcomers. Hereby certify that Glenn Gordon Byers and Evelyn Catherine Lane, residing at Revenue House on the corner of Powder House Street and Orchard Avenue, Eastern Shells, were united in marriage in accordance with a license issued by the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. So let's go ahead and check that out first. I think this is another one of those cases where we got multiple pathways to go to, and we definitely don't want to kill a potentially innocent woman. Eastern Shells. So the Shells over here, corner of Powder House Street and Orchard Avenue, right near the fish market. We'll see if we can figure this out without getting our hands too dirty. And if we do get blood on them, hopefully it's, you know, the black blood of Lovecraftian monsters. One thing to swindle old ladies, but killing them is where we draw the line. Reminds me of the Telltale Heart. But I'm pretty sure that Milton could probably sleep at night, provided that someone else did the dirty work for him. Bish. Oh, we got a brick. That's what we want to see. Did you drop your contact lens, sir? Okay, on the corner of Powder House and... Oh, there we go. I think this is one of those buildings that we explored earlier that was filled with monsters. Residence of Glenn Byers.
The door won't budge.
And we've got our Tommy gun.
Are you Glenn Byers?
Yes. Who are you?
Charles Reed, P.I. The guy taking the fall for your murder.
Okay. How did you find me?
Are you serious? I'm a private eye. Now don't make this any worse for yourself and answer my questions.
He does have a similar look to Reed as well.
Why did you murder Johannes Vanderberg?
I had no choice. I am an honest man, sir. I have a family. My sweet Evelyn and Michael, our son. I didn't want to do it, but they had him hostage. I don't even know Johann or whatever he's called.
Do you know who's responsible?
It was a gang. I'd never seen any of them before. This guy gave me a gun. Will? Maybe. But I don't know if he was anyone special. That's all I know. I swear.
Tell me exactly how it all happened.
They broke into our house while I was out. I came home and found the broken door. There were signs of a struggle, but my family... Poor Evelyn. They were gone.
You never thought to report their abduction. Why not get help from the police?
I wanted to call the coppers, I did, but they sent me drunk. I can't. It's still on the table. I have no guts to touch it.
You and I look rather similar, wouldn't you say? How is that possible?
I don't know. This is the face I was born with. I'm just as confused as you are.
Do you have any relatives in Boston?
Not that I know of. My family is from Providence, Rhode Island.
Just another of this town's oddities to add to the list. I'll need to inspect the place where it happened.
If you have to, it's next door. I locked it so no one can get in. So I don't have to look at it again.
Okay, let's say I believe you. You've done the deed, so where are your wife and son now?
I don't know. The gang leader promised they'd be released, but they haven't returned. Please, I realize I'm in no position to ask, but can we make a deal?
Depends on the offer.
I am guilty. I took a life, but you have shouldered the blame. I will turn myself into the police and make this right. When I hand over the weapon, they will have to believe me, but I can't do it until I know my family is safe.
Right. So I rescue your family to save my own skin.
In a nutshell, yes. So what's your answer?
All right, I'll do it. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Thank you. You're a better man than I, Mr. Reed. I'm sorry that I put you in this position, but I will make it right. I promise.
Okay.
Old but clean and shiny. That's definitely been taken good care of. So, the home of a suffragette, huh?
That makes me think Milton's behind it, because he probably wouldn't want those people to, like, the women of Oakmont to vote.
There used to be some writing here, but it's been washed off. At least partially.
Kill Johann Vanderberg, or they will die. I hope not. I hope he's not dead.
Who in hell would think to use a spade as a weapon? Oh, wait a minute.
Got yourself a Lobo there, Reed. Michael's diary. Dear Diary, Mom's got a new chic. Things seem to be getting pretty serious between them. Well, I hope this one won't make her cry like my father did. Glenn seemed to be a really nice guy. He showed me his collection of stamps and gave me this nice model car. Mom got married again. She looked so beautiful in her wedding dress and happy. A guy in a terrible yellow scarf came here last night. He was asking too many questions about Dad. Funny, I'm already calling him Dad. Anyway, I told him nothing and said to get lost. And today, writing ends.
Joy is really cute here. I wish I could hear her sing.
Oh.
Crepe silk and lace. Must have been a pretty dress before it was torn. Seems like everywhere I go lately, I find blood. Some of the boards look fresh. No dust.
Okay, we need to go down to the lower levels. See what that's all about. Oh, there's more blood.
This door will be hard to fix.
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
Don't you dare touch my mom!
Oh, he pushed someone through the floorboards. Maybe.
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
Don't you dare touch my mom!
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
A gang broke in and kidnapped a mother and son. The latter fought back, knocking an attacker through the floor, and the rest of the assailants left with the hostages.
Hostage taking. Well, he may have some issues.
The door won't budge.
Can we talk to?
How do I get into the room beneath us?
Why? The kitchen? It's locked.
One of Evelyn's attackers fell through a hole in the floor. Now, maybe I'll find something useful if I look around.
Wow. How do you know all that? You detective types sure are clever. It would explain the broken boards. I'll get you the key, and, sorry for the mess.
Reed's got that Auspex of 5.
I'll get going.
Actually, he at least has an Auspex of 3. Yeah, I knew that this was gonna happen. Hi there, big guy. Just wanted to make sure I shot that weak point on his back. Alright. Ooh, we got access to a basement too. Lovely. Oh, good God, he fell all the way down. Congratulations on your wedding.
Congratulations on your wedding, from Sister Peg.
Got a bear trap if I want it. Whoa. I'm glad I looked back. Oh, these guys look nastier than the regulars. Where'd you go? Ah, sweet lord. Alright, easy. Oh! So we got a coup de grace those guys. That sucks. Okay.
Help me! Somebody! I need
Is there anyone home? Well, that's a shame. Okay. Let's get another shotgun round. Where's go, big guy? Where'd he go? I know he's here. We saw him drop down. Oh, alright. Ooh. Another rifle round. Don't check the stairs. But now I have to. Okay, that's what I need. Doom. They're preparing us for unpleasantness.
Let's see what he's got in here.
In the bag of a dead gang member, I found a piece of map for the southern part of Salvation Harbor. One of the houses on Eel Street, north of the intersection of Skipper Road, is marked with a red circle. Okay, key evidence has been collected, but not all. What are we missing?
Now that sends shivers down the spine.
Yes, yes it does. Following the blood splatter. Alright. Where is our friend? I think he may have glitched out.
That's a rare spirit. They're lucky to have a bottle from before Prohibition. Someone must have had a hard fall here. Glad I'm not him.
What else did I miss? The bear trap, the letter from Peg. Can't go that way. Oh! Sorry about that, friend. Yee. Sorry, you might want to open a window.
Some of the boards look fresh. No dust.
Found her. Already saw that. The ripped clothes, the blood, the spade. I'm not sure who put the fresh boards down.
What am I to do now?
There used to be some writing here, but it's been washed off. At least partially.
Oh, here's the last part. Oh, God.
Still has a wedding ring on. What kind of monster does that? There's a note in the envelope.
We want the money, Lebowski. It seems like you're reluctant to do the job. Here's a little something to motivate you. Get on with it.
So, the home of a suffragette, huh?
Okay, what am I missing here? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Don't want to leave until we have everything. Unless we have to come back here for whatever reason.
This door will be hard to fix.
Check around here one more time. If we don't find anything, we'll move on. Maybe we'll have a chance to come back. Okay, we found the leg. We found the Prohibition bottle. We saw that. Nothing in the kitchen worth a count. Can't go through that door. Oh. I think those are just the boards, though. We already saw him. Yeah, we may have to come back here, guys, before we are all said and done. Maybe after we rescue the family. We can observe some more stuff. So let's just go ahead and say that that's the case. So the new location is Eel Street and Skipper. in Salvation Harbor. Where are you at? South. Okay, Eel Street and Skipper Road. Looks like this building right there. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. I think we're pretty decent on our supplies right now, all things considered. I was hoping that we'd find a fast travel point in the south, but oh no. I'm glad we went this route instead of poisoning. Reed doesn't come off even in his base personality to be that mercenary. And the only time I had him commit like a murder, like a hardcore murder in terms of the story, was when he killed Cavendish. And Cavendish did have it coming. That was right. Ooh. You guys remember the good times we had in here? And the reason we are in here is I want to go ahead and see if there's anything we can raid. Oh no, they may have gotten rid of all of the loot boxes. Let's see what happens here, guys.
Fresh fish, fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
Just caught, mister. We'll turn left at the intersection, head to the first big building on the right. Yes, this looks like a lovely location to Yellow King's gang hideout. Shell casings and alcohol. .12 gauge shell. I appreciate that. Oh, they're getting us stocked up, my friends. Oh, Lord. I don't wanna. Give me a sec. I'm going to check the basement and come back to this. Because that's going to open up a secret snack chamber. Oh. Okay, never mind. There's no basement.
Hi there, Billy. Gotta say, I liked you more last time we met.
Same to you, pal. Heard you might be coming, but hoped you wouldn't. So how about this? Leave now, and I pretend you weren't here.
Billy, holding a family hostage doesn't suit you. Let them go, and we both walk out in one piece.
It's not gonna work out that way. There's a reason the buyers are here. When the time comes, we'll set them free.
Why did you need the buyers anyway? What do you get out of it?
There are powerful entities in this Borg. You should know better than to question their affairs, so you best get out while I'm asking politely, Charlie boy.
Billy, I want no trouble for either of us. Byers did what he was asked, so it's time you do your part.
For the last time, move along. I already saved your life once. Consider this number 2. I get attached to people I save. It bit of a weakness. But understand this, Charles. I'd hate to kill you, but if I have to, I will.
Well, that sucks.
Sorry, Billy. This is bigger than both of us. May the best man win.
So this is how it ends, eh? I hoped you might be different. It's a shame you'll die here, Reed. This city has far worse men than you.
I love a shotgun. I made sure you took the brunt of the blast so you didn't feel anything, friend. That's the least I could do. Alright.
The door won't budge.
I got it, Billy. We'll make sure no one from the expedition gets back to shore. And if anyone slips through, I've got just the guy to handle it. Goes by the name of Lewis Flynn. Very obedient. Will do everything he's told to. Provide him with detailed instructions. Yours, A. Yep, they all got yellow eyes. Aggrieved by the EOD, Barry Morgan, fisherman, disturbed by Innsmouthers catching all the fish. Luther Merritt, daughter raped and killed. Guilt of EOD members unproven. Wallace Rose, injured in a fight with Innsmouthers. George Cavendish, name circled in red. Wife joined EOD, bore a child that wasn't his. Kenneth Harvey, saw Innsmouther stealing from him. Delaney Jensen, son disappeared in shells, blames Innsmouthers. Effused mother's young. Things to be told to Graham. Of their intellectual abilities, similar to those of a 3-year-old, but will continue to evolve mentally. Will perform simple orders immediately after brought to life. Understanding of complex sentences will come later. Of nutrition, though expendable, they are living beings and require chemicals to sustain optimal level of functioning. Give potassium and cod liver oil. It's good for their tissues. Will ask for sugar. Do not give. General care. Not to expose to direct sunlight right after birth. Their fibers are not yet firm and may decompose easily. Uh-huh. On reviving the long dead. Steps to return spirits of the long dead ones to corporeal life. Essential salts. Copy the formula from Borealis Grimoire. Per Adonai invocation. Should be recited for several hours. Search for exact wording through the works of Peter D'Apono. Days, yeah, that word. Oh, this is based on the story we'll be reading soon. Combine together and present to Hill. Crossed out. Just give him the books and hints. Let him find everything on his own. These guys had a lot of fingers and a lot of pies. A map and accompanying piece of paper with written coordinates. 47 degree south, 100, okay.
What the hell? Everything I've faced since coming to this city is on this map.
Yeah.
What the hell? Everything I've faced since coming to this city is on this map.
Do, 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 do. Mr. Drunnen, your proposal proved too tempting to resist. I'll tell the police whatever you need, though in return I'll require some assistance on my election campaign. Sincerely, MP. Got ourselves an old key. I hope the family is okay. Minus a finger. Let's hope for the best here. Where's the mom? Okay.
Oh, thank you, mister. I thought they'd kill us. I don't know how we can ever repay you. Who are you? You look...
I'm a private eye. And your father's worried about you two.
Father? Is he okay? Did you see him?
He's fine, but this isn't over yet. Do you have somewhere you could hide out for a while?
Yeah, sure. We'll stay at Aunt Peg's. What's going on?
Your father and I have a matter we need to deal with together. He'll explain everything when he can.
Okay. Please, mister. Take care of him. He's a good man.
I'll try. I've got to go.
Okay. Key evidence collected.
Have you come to save us?
Yes, but not your finger. I apologize. Okay. Okay, I saved Byers' family from the kidnappers. Now I must return to Glenn to discuss the terms of his surrender to the police. I actually do want to... Well, hold on. I'll cross that particular road when I come to it. And you notice I have to go back. And he may be dead by the time we return. Which I hope isn't the case, but we normally don't have that kind of luck. I want to save using the Tommy gun until we meet one of the big guys again. That's about as good as a good ending for Lovecraft as you can get. Funny story, Lovecraft actually helped J. Michael Straczynski become a better writer. J. Michael Straczynski wrote stuff like, he's done a ton of comic books, he did Rising Stars, but he's probably most well known for creating the television show Babylon 5. And he remembers doing a tabletop campaign and for Call of Cthulhu. And he's like, so we're all going to be driven mad or killed, one of the two? And the guy's like, yeah, pretty much. Those are the only two things that'll eventually happen to your character. And Straczynski was like, why bother? And his friend said, well, it's Lovecraft. It's not about the end result. It's what you do between the start of the adventure and the end of the adventure. It's about the moments between the beginning and the end, and that really helped it become, that really kind of turned a light on in Straczynski in terms of his writing. He talks about that in the intro to the Babylon 5 tabletop RPG. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just check on our contact first. We do have the proof. Well, kind of. That Pierce was doing some unsavory things. Which one is... Oh. It's over here. And I'm going to save my game just in case. You better still be alive, friend. Hey! Pleasantly surprised.
Your family is safe now.
Yes, thank you so much. My sister-in-law just called to say Evelyn and Michael got there safely. I owe you everything. What happens now? Should I turn myself in?
First things first. You need to write a confession. It's your word against the witness.
Okay, I'll take it over to the police station immediately.
No, just give it to me. And the murder weapon. You still have it, right?
Yes, sir. Here's everything.
Good man. I'll go clear things up. I suggest you make the most of your time before the coppers come knocking. I'll get going.
Pierce's basement. What? Wait. Where's Pierce's basement? Oh. Okay. So bloody clothes. All around jerk. I like the victim, not a villain. But I'm not sure if it just gave me that option. Crap. Okay.
What am I to do now?
We still are missing a piece of evidence here, and it's going to drive me insane. Oh! Evelyn, I won't hide it. I was very disappointed by your choice. Me and your dad kept hoping your second husband would be better than the stumblebum you first married. And most importantly, a local, so that our family could continue the long and proud lineage of Oakmont natives. You just broke our hearts, girl. If traditions mean nothing to you, think at least of your son. Mike should be brought up by a real man, salt of the mare, not a rootless newcomer. P.S. Your sister insists we install a telephone set in your place so you can stay in touch after you move in with this Glenn of yours. With love, Mom. There we go. Okay, so now we need to head back to the basement. We still got some stuff to do. The gun that killed Johannes Vanderberg, a Bolt Model D. I used to free myself from the charges if I presented to Carpenter's taskmaster as evidence of someone's guilt. I'll tell you what, guys, if we've got the option for it, we are once again going to alter the power structure of this town. But since we have a fresh crime scene to check out, let's see what happens. Weren't even homeland lines all party lines? I'm not sure how phone lines were back then. Having one of their own be the telephone operator would be a massive boon in information. Oh yeah, absolutely. One of the things that I always did, like if I played a character in VTM that had like contacts or he did espionage, there were two groups of people that I always made sure he had connections with. One, taxi drivers, or two, barbers / hairstylists. Gotta kind of think outside the box there. Let's just increase our submachine gun accuracy. Still saying I need to go... Yeah, best sources of info. People tell everything to their barbers / hairstylists. Taxi cabs as well. Depending. Or Uber drivers you could do now. Where? Ah. Oh, Lord. That's the sound of a big one. Yep. Remember how to fight them, guys. Just hang out here at the door. Are you stopped? Are you already stopped at that door? There you go, buddy. This way. That was cheap. All right. We're doing this. Oh! Well then. How do you take these guys down? You have to shoot him in the face? What do you do? Oh, Lord. All right. Phew, boy. Those shadow guys show up when... There. You have to hit that little tumor in the middle. Ew. Well, we wasted a lot of ammo. Like, a lot. But we do have some supplies we can raid here. We need shotgun. Okay. No, we're not done here with the basement. Hey, Hopsby. How you doing, friend? Oh. So, I've got the photo of Milton Pierce's bloody clothes with the murder weapon. I have to show it to Carpenter Taskmaster as evidence of his guilt. Should be enough to prompt the police to search his manor, then charge him with murder instead of me. Frame Milton Pierce. Tried to frame me, so I'm returning the favor. If I plant the gun among his bloody clothes and take a picture, Mr. Carpenter should consider it sufficient evidence against him. Yeah, I don't feel bad doing this. At all. So we do have one. We seem to be missing a piece of evidence here, but how sweet it is. Oh, I'm hanging in there, boss. Thanks for asking. Glad things are decent in your world. Let's look at the rest of the casebook options here. Doo-doo-doo. Victim, not a villain. I can make buyers voluntarily confess. Plus, if I bring Carpenter his guilty plea, it may lessen his punishment. I could then use the letter I found at Billy Drunnen's hideout to prove that Pierce's testimony against me is false. It looks like there's almost another option here. So I'll tell you what, let's head to City Hall. I want to talk to the man, because we've found everything. The only thing that we haven't really dealt with is him after our initial conversation. And if he has nothing else to say, we'll decide his fate. So back to City Hall. I'm going to confront him with the evidence. Just to see if he does anything. See if he's still here. Oh, that's convenient.
Oh, stop bothering me, newcomer.
Well, I feel that maybe this piece right here is... Yeah. I kind of want to check his actual house now. And see if he's back. Let's see if anyone's home. Nope. Well, it was worth a shot. So let's go ahead and get out of here, head to Graham's, and what do you think we should do, guys? Should we go ahead and... Are we going to confront with the evidence? And hopefully now the fact that we gave that to Graham, they'll be lenient? Or do we go ahead and frame the big bad boss? Because you can kind of see how he would think that it was us. Because we did look very similar and have very similar clothing. Frame the MAGA. Frame. Yeah. You saw how many kickbacks he was getting from other people, and I agree. All you guys are saying frame. It's good enough for me. When you carry a Tommy gun, everything is worth a shot. This is true. Well, let's go ahead and get that going on the in the deductions. Good citizen. All-around jerk. Frame Milton Pierce. Yeah, and he wanted to kill his mother for the inheritance. That's not someone you necessarily want in a position of authority in a town. The greater good.
I have proof that it was Milton Pierce that killed Johannes Vanderberg.
Show me what you've got.
The murder weapon is in his house, and a pile of bloody clothes. Here's a photograph.
I don't know how you managed to pull this off, Reed, but it's impressive work. We'll take it from here. Accusing a mayoral candidate of murder is an interesting challenge, but the Carpenter family has tackled worse.
Bye.
Eerie feeling.
You've been doing a great job, Mr. Reed. I'm waiting for you at the Devil's Reef Hotel.
I knew he wasn't dead. I knew it. Long live the king. It was too strange for him to just suddenly die when we knew so little about him. I hope he likes our mob clothes. We've worked really hard on them. I wonder what he's going to say. I think all in all our decisions are for the overall good, the greater good of Oakmont. He's waiting in our room, isn't he?
I'm watching you, newcomer.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. Hi.
How? How is this possible?
At last, Mr. Reed. I heard about your recent case. Let me congratulate you. You've truly outdone yourself this time. A question, if I may.
I've got a question. How on earth are you still alive?
What can I say? Perhaps next time you should make sure you finished the job.
It wasn't me, and you know it. All this. All I went through, and there was no murder to begin with.
The prosecution would beg to differ. They had all they needed. A victim, a method, and a culprit. The rest is just bells and whistles.
You set me up. You son of a...
I only set the scene.
I'll...
What? Kill me? As amusing as it would be to see you charged with my murder a second time, I'm afraid we have more pressing matters.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean, Mr. Reed. The prophecy. The seal. You have made yourself a part of something momentous. Now, to your latest case. Wonderful execution all round. And I mean that literally. The hanging has been scheduled for next week. Tell me, Mr. Reed, why did you do it? Why condemn a man of such high station for a crime he did not commit?
And I've got no qualms with this whatsoever, because if we had gone ahead and took in the other guy, he would have been punished for something that didn't happen.
He testified against me, and conspired to have his mother killed.
Indeed. His corruption was common knowledge, yet you were the only one who acted upon it. Regardless, I shall call this experiment a success. In fact, you should consider it a taste of your ultimate trial.
I don't understand. What do you get from all this?
You are headed into the darkness, Mr. Reed. I'm giving you the experience you'll need to find your way through it.
What do you mean, my ultimate trial? What does this have to do with anything?
Of course. Everything. It's your destiny. Destiny beyond comprehension. To be more than a speck of cosmic dust. To make waves across the universe. To end things.
And what?
Everything. You've suffered in this city from the very beginning. From the moment you were born, in fact. Wanting to end it is only natural. But unlike those untold millions before you, you have the power to do so. You can turn mere prophecy into absolute truth.
You don't mean...
The seal of Kotiganar is in your hands. You possess the key to the gates, and all they hold within. You can close them, and cling to mankind's misery for a few more cruel centuries. Or you can open them and end it. And you will do the latter.
Okay, so we see what the king wants to do.
Why? Why would I destroy everything?
Because otherwise your life amounts to nothing. Do you know how many chosen few there have been over the centuries? Nameless hordes, sacrificed at the whim of invisible masters. Not unlike those who watered the poppies of Flanders with their blood.
But our sacrifices mattered. We won the war.
A war, with many yet to come. This is your kin's nature, your purpose. To suffer. You're monkeys in an open cage, unwilling to walk out. Only you can make a difference. You can end it all for good.
You're wrong. I'll prove it.
You will prove nothing. You'll die. And at the next turn of the cycle, another will come along who is brave enough to finish the job. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon you, whether you agree with me or not. Your path is too important, even if your choice is beyond my control.
You're right about one thing, at least.
There is an archaeologist in this city. He is very close to unraveling the secret of Katiganar, and you'll need his help to get inside. His name is Joseph Hill. Here's his address. Talk to him. Earn his favor.
Seriously. All that, and you don't even know how to find Katiganar?
If I knew that, would I be working with a private eye?
This is wrong, Johannes. All of it. And I still have no idea why I should even believe you.
The truth is the truth. Whether you believe it or not, you can accept it, or try to put the blindfold back on. It doesn't matter. Farewell, Charles. Whether we speak again or not, I will be watching. And don't lose the seal again, or all your effort in this city would go to waste.
Well, if he's actually the king in yellow, Suzanne, there's nothing we can do to him. At all. Okay, I think our time as a gangster is over. Let's go back to being a private eye. Now that we know there's only one person in town who's wearing our clothing. Ooh. Okay. Vanderberg told me I hold the fate of Oakmont in my hands. With the help of the seal, the gates of the sunken prison can be closed for several centuries, or opened at last. But I must find a way in, and the only man who can help me with that is local archaeologist Joseph Hill. He lives in Lumbert Street between Helog Street and Hale Lane in eastern Reed Heights. Okay. Katiganar. So eastern Lumbert Street between, alright, right there. Actually fairly close to the militia. Fleeing Phoenix. I want to go ahead and head into these locations, or into these offices and such, just for... This has to be his room. Just so we can get some gunpowder and shell casings.
The door won't bud.
Gunpowder. There's like no one here other than us. That freaking painting. Alright. Inventory. Is that literally one shell for gunpowder? Yowza. 2. I don't know. Let's wait and see. Oh god, King's Robe's unlocked. Hold up. Well, he'd been using clones himself, Lalani. That's how he got people to think that his dad was still, like, part of there, I guess, for lack of a better term. Yes, indeed. That is, Oh! Politician executed. The murder of the famous mystic Johannes Vandenberg has been solved. As unlikely as it may sound, the killer appears to be one of Oakmont's most prominent political figures and top mayor candidate, Milton Pierce. Neither money nor status could help Mr. Pierce escape the law despite his protestations of innocence. Justice was served and Mr. Pierce was executed by hanging yesterday. What will happen to the election race, and who else may decide to throw their hat in the ring? Only time will tell. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. So now we will head back up here, travel up Helog Street, and see what this is all about. So the king essentially wants the world to end. He wants the cycle to be shattered. And he said that if we don't do anything, or if we die, then the cycle will just start again with someone new. Which is very Lovecraftian. And a very similar kind of storyline to the Call of Cthulhu video game. And then we've got the Oakmont Militia headquarters. Stand your ground. Be ready for chemical attacks. Carry your mask. For a small town, this place has got a lot of stuff. Important safety tip, yep. Okay. Next block.
Vote for Oakmont! Your vote is your choice. Choose wisely.
This looks like the place. Well, crap. Residents of Joseph Hill.
He tried to escape, but something broke his neck with a single strike.
Hong Kong Fooey. #1 super guy. We do not have a whole lot of ammo here, guys, especially if the monsters show up in force. Well... Okay, we're out of shotgun rounds officially. Oh, God. Oh boy. I would really like ammo, please.
Did it just twitch? Whoa. Must be my nerves.
And let's go ahead and use the medkit. Waste not, want not. Ew.
One ferocious blow, and he was gone. Wild beasts carried out quite the massacre in here.
I've never heard them referred to as wild beasts before, though.
Poor guy died here after several stomach wounds.
Okay. Guess we are clear. Oh, thank you. Thank you for giving me things. Oh God. We're gonna be dealing with zombies now? Don't tell me that. Oh, yep, that's exactly what we're dealing with here. I will shovel you to death. Oh, crap. Okay, ow. What the crap was that? Good God. I beat her to death with a shovel, I know that much. Okay, we'll talk to you in a second, sir. I feel we're gonna need all of this stuff. Can't carry any more traps.
By the looks of these plants, this photo was taken somewhere in South America.
Photo from the expedition.
Is she gone? Did you get her?
What the hell's going on? I'm sure I shot her dead, but then she ran.
Shot.
Oh, snub, we are in trouble now. My name is Joseph. Sorry for getting you into this, and thanks.
Charles Reed. I was actually looking for you.
For me? How can I help you?
Wait a minute. So did I break the game there? Is that why my sanity went to 0? Is because instead of shooting her and letting her get away, we just beat her to death with a shovel?
What do you know about that thing? The girl that attacked us?
She's Usha, a Mayan priestess, rejected by death itself. I can only imagine what baleful sorcery still keeps her alive.
Unusual, even by this mad city's standards. Why would a Mayan priestess come here? What's special about this house?
It was me she was after. Usha holds a secret older than humanity itself, and she wants to stop me from uncovering it. Don't ask me about it further. I can't say any more.
I want to ask about it further.
I need your help to get into Katiganar. This madness must be stopped.
Oh, that's a noble goal, but Vanderberg...
Johannes was the one who told me about you, and about all the things that have happened since the flood.
He did? Well, I underestimated you. We share the same goal, but there's a problem.
What kind of problem?
The Mayan girl, Usha. She was the keeper of the key to Katiganar. We'll need it.
You mean the seal? I have it. Just show me the entrance.
The seal. You've got it. Spectacular. But alas, it doesn't solve our problem.
You're testing my patience, Joseph.
Usha was the last one to open the path below, and she still protects it. We cannot proceed until she's been dealt with.
I dealt with her with a shovel.
My bullets did nothing. Do you know of any other ways to fight her?
There are ways to resist her sorcery. I was going to use them myself, but I'm not sure I have the skills to track this thing to her lair.
But didn't she come to you?
She caught me off guard, tried to kill me. I was unprepared. You arrived just in time to scare her off.
Like garden implements, my one weakness.
I'm a private eye. Tracking Usha won't be a problem. But how do we handle her?
Look, when you locate her lair, come let me know. Meanwhile, I'll prepare our defense against her magics. Then together, we'll banish her.
Any leads on how to track her?
I don't know. But she drinks blood to gain strength. There must be victims, corpses, but thanks to the wild beasts and madness, Oakmont is full of the dead. Though, I did hear rumor of a vampire in Salvation Harbor.
Well, I guess that's better than nothing. Johannes told me nothing about you. Can you fill me in before we continue?
I understand. You're curious.
Very.
Your face tattoos are rather unusual. What do they mean?
The Indians gave them to me. I visited a lost pyramid in the jungle. These are marks of wisdom.
Your illness. How did you get it? Is it contagious?
As with many other tropical maladies, it was borne by a certain species of fly. They bred in the wells of the old Mayan temple. Superstitious savages may call it a curse of the gods, but we're people of culture, aren't we?
I've seen enough to not take superstition so lightly these days. If Johannes trusts you enough to recommend your help, you must have some unique expertise.
Well, I am an archaeologist, well-versed in alchemy and other less academic sciences. I have devoted my life to stopping the end of the world.
Wait, what?
I spent years in the jungle learning from Mayan descendants. The illness forced my return, but I believe Xibalba's entrance is under Oakmont.
Did you say Xibalba?
The world of the dead. It brings disasters, epidemics, madness. The most violent Mayan gods were locked inside and need sacrifices to remain. Different locals gave it different names. Some of them can be traced, their origins identified. But Katigana, it precedes us all.
Okay, just different cultures perceiving the old ones in different ways.
You want to get into this place, under Oakmont?
No, that place must be closed forever. All that befalls Oakmont has emerged from within its walls.
Well, I agree with that. And that's plenty. Thanks, Joseph.
So currently, Joseph seems to be slightly rational. A practitioner.
These Mayan artifacts could be the prized jewel in many a museum collection.
Okay, there's the expedition. Did we go into the kitchen? Nothing here. Do need to keep on searching the rest of the house, though. We are not done by a long shot. Blood on the blankets. And if he has, like, malaria or some sort of condition like that, that would be a problem. Phew, boy. This is the last warning, my son. If you proceed with your self-destructive research, I'll take action. I can't watch you kill yourself, corrupt your mind, and sacrifice your health to these old fairy tales about the dead. It's not worth it. Leave it, or I'll leave you without inheritance. I won't have you spend this money on your own death. In Hill. So he's basically sacrificed any kind of comfort he could have in his life to fighting this stuff. Interesting. I think that's pretty much everything, though. We can't go in there. Unless there's a pathway up. Which there is not. That's a shame. Ah! Well. So let's look at our, casebook. Records from Salvation Harbor about a vampire. So we'll have to try. We can check the newspapers. I doubt it would be in City Hall. So it would either be at the newspaper or maybe at the police department. Fortunately, both of them are close by. I kind of want to see if there's a fast travel point nearby. They're usually good about putting them in locations. We'll keep our eyes peeled.
Your vote is your choice. Choose wisely.
Guess we could keep on wandering until we found one. That militia headquarters is pretty formidable looking. Okay. Well, maybe not. Or I just missed it. Yep, there's a lot of corpse cars. This is a mechanic's dream. But no need to really use cars if all the roads are flooded. Okie dokie. Back to cover side. Well, this certainly took a very interesting turn. I still think we weren't supposed to take her out. Because that was a lot of shovel shots, and then all of a sudden just she explodes and our sanity goes down to 0. Let's check the police department first. Well, no. If they're saying vampire, then that's kind of a sensationalist thing. That would be at the newspaper. Out of the two, I would suspect. The thing about magic and Lovecraft is there's no way to learn magic without becoming unhinged in one way or another.
Stay safe.
Okay, period. After the flood. Front page? No, I may have been incorrect about that. Wouldn't be the first time in this game. Definitely won't be the last. Alright. To the police department. See if they have any records of attacks. Hey, Kat, thank you very much for that tier 1 sub. Thank you for supporting the channel and supporting the kids at Extra Life. Hello to you. Now, I wonder if the police chief's going to be nicer to me now that we've absolved ourselves. Probably not.
Don't waste my time, newcomer.
So angry. Crimes. Violent crimes. Victims. Salvation Harbor. Bam. Jay Callahan to Captain Lyons. We received today a report about the latest victims of the so-called vampire. Several blood-drained corpses were found in a backyard on Old Church Road between C. Smith Avenue and Maple Lane in eastern Salvation Harbor. I sent a patrol to inspect the crime scene. The bodies were similar to the previous drained corpses in Coverside, Shells, and Reed Heights. No witnesses have come forward at this time. Oh yeah, we are on the trail of some immortal Mayan priestess. That's untrue, Lilani. There's plenty of stuff that you can do before losing sanity. At least in the tabletop. Keep in mind, the whole premise of it is that people just kind of live their lives without knowing that these things even exist. You saw, like Moonyan, we saw the hand limb dudes. They were cute. Okay. Backyard on Old Church Road between C. Smith Avenue and Maple Lane. Between C. Smith and Maple. Oh, that's... Whoops. Wrong section. Here we go. That's Grimhaven. Old Church Road. C. Smith and Maple. Right there. And we don't have a fast travel point there. So that sucks. A bit. But what are you gonna do? Would be the fastest way to go about this. We've avoided going into the boat. Looks like we're gonna have to finally jump in one this stream. I'm wondering if she's a priestess, if she has minions. Because we have seen the stuff about them being able to raise the dead, which is a trope in certain Lovecraft stories. Whether it be the strange case of Charles Dexter Ward or Herbert West Reanimator. Obviously, she would probably use more magical means than Reanimator did.
Fresh fish, just caught, mister.
We'll see. We shall see. And despite our best efforts, we are now on a boat. Ah. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I'm going to try my best not to have to go raid anything for a supply run. Unless it's a location we've already been to. Gonna try at least. Is it Dagon infested waters? Very violent eels that apparently will kill you if you stay in the water for long. Urch. Okay. We are where we need to be. And they said it was in an alley, right? Huh, I guess this police line might be a clue. Hi, what's going on here? Or do I have to go in here? No? Oh. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go avenge that fishman. What were you doing there, sir? Yes, Reed is back in his detective gear. His mobster days have come and gone. We'll go ahead and check and see if we can save that guy, because that might be a talking point. Or we lose sanity and life goes on. Only one way to find out, though. And that's not just standing there. I wish we had heard some kind of dialogue or something before the bullet fired off. We'll see. Come on, game, load. It's a PlayStation 4 Pro. I wonder if there's longer loading times on PC or on the regular PlayStation. Ew. Okay, where are we? Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. They gave us the new fast travel point. So I don't want to waste any ammo, so we're going to use the mighty shovel on this person, provided they're still there. Akiba!
Don't die, newcomer.
Oh, okay, that was bad, apparently. Oh dear. Oh, no. Bad. This was bad. This is a horrible decision. Okay. Well, we now know what we have to do. So I'll tell you what, guys. I think that this is actually a good place to go ahead and end the episode and the stream. And we'll go ahead and pick this up next time. I do want to thank you guys very much for watching. We kind of know, you know, what the king wants from us. And I'll be curious to see where the story goes. But if you guys haven't followed the Twitch channel, please do so. I try and stream on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays with random times in between, such as today. And if you are watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below, as well as a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for my local Children's Miracle Network hospital via the amazing Extra Life charity. Please check that out if you feel so inclined. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.